Hi, it's Loretta here. Today is the first day of summer. Okay, I never expected to meet a friend on this path, but I did. Anyway, he's just gone to give somebody some keys and then he's going to come back. So, this is crazy. But it's beautiful here. I just love it. I used to go for hikes here all the time when I was younger. Oh man, the memories. I even brought Michael and Christina here when they were little. We have pictures. I'll have to share those with you on this video. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I got Lilo and Stitch stickers.
To another concert tonight. We are going to see Maddie and Tay at the OLG stage in Niagara Falls. So we're excited about that.
And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you
Waiting, and then we're going somewhere special for lunch.
Best looking server in the city.
Whoa! Look at that! Look at that! Oh my gosh! So right now, I am on my way to Williamsville to see my daughter. And today's going to be a hair day. So the day is finally here. We are going to Thunder Bay today. And I'm all packed. I am ready. Now, our flight doesn't leave till early this evening, but I know that Joe likes to go early. So Okay, just stand there and I'll take a picture of you, okay? It's not real fruit. I'm sitting here in my car just trying to pass some time because I got to pick up my daughter soon. But I have been missing my friend, and I just had dinner at the Mandarin on Barton Street in Hamilton. Now, why is that important, and what does it have to do with missing my friend? Well, her and I used to love to go and have dinner at the Mandarin. We've never been to this one, but we used to go to the one in Niagara Falls more often than not. And yeah, that would be one of our go-tos. We would go for a drive, then have dinner, and then come home. And yeah, it kind of reminded me of her. And what brought her to my thoughts? Well, she's always on my thoughts. I always think of her. But I saw this Instagram video, and I watched it, and it was two men in a pool, two young men in a pool, and they get up on the side of the pool from the pool, and then it goes to two older women trying to get out of the pool. It's not happening that way, and one of them can't even attempt to get out of it, which reminds me of the time when her and I used to swim all the time. Sometimes she used to have a pool, and then her brother had a pool, and we would go swimming, and I could never get on a floaty, you know, those flotation devices. I spent all summer once trying to get on one of those things, and it was hilarious. And this little video just reminds me of us too in the water. Good morning. It is Friday morning, and today I'm going to have a me day. And I'm going to tell you all about what that is. First, though, I am going to drive to Burlington and pick up my granddaughter. And then we're going to go to Oakville to see my eldest daughter and her husband and have some breakfast. I thought it'd be fun to take you guys along with me. I'm excited. Let's do this.
I love my cousin.
Of course you do. And your cousin loves you. How was that?
You say I'm so bad.
No, you're very good at swimming.
The brain.
Wait, what's going on?
My gosh. Seriously?
Like that one?
That one, keep that one.
Keep that one?
Yeah.
So I just dropped off Saoirse back home, and now I'm going to start my me day. Now, what a me day is, it's a day that you devote completely to yourself. Years ago, when I used to work full-time for the city, I took a Wednesday off in the middle of the week, and I didn't tell anybody, other than my employer, of course, that I had this day off. And I got up in the morning just as if I were going to go to work on a regular day, and I drove to Niagara on Highway 20, which is the long way. And I went through the country. I stopped in a little town called Fonthill, and they have a little store. It was an antique store at the time, and it had unique gifts. And I think it's the Log Cabin or the trade, something like that, or the Trading Post. The store still exists, but not like it used to. I went inside and I looked around, and I got myself, I think it was a pair of earrings and a necklace, and I asked them to gift wrap it for me. And then I went and I drove all the way to Niagara. back then there was only one casino, and it was the Niagara Casino Niagara. It was the first one. And I thought, okay, I'll go in for a little bit. I went in. I ended up winning $200, which was a bonus. Then I decided to have lunch at the Skylon Tower. And so I went up there by myself. I had a really good lunch. And after lunch, I walked around a little bit. And then I drove down the Niagara Parkway to Niagara-on-the-Lake, which is a historical town. Back then, they used to have a store that you could go into. You could purchase jams, jellies, or all kinds of things. And I got myself 2 jars of blueberry jam because that was my favorite. And then I came home and I felt rejuvenated, refreshed. I didn't have any time crunches or anything like that. And I had a really good time. And I called it a me day. And I think that we should all give ourselves me days every once in a while, you know, just kind of like to recharge our energy. And now we're entering Niagara Falls. This is Vinny's. They have a live band playing here in the summertime. In the evenings, on the weekends, I think. And then right there, in that opening, are where you can see the Canadian Falls.